Very iconic movie. I don't want to be too biased though, because this is my favorite movie ever. But there is a few things I did not like. There was no explanation on how Joker got out of the Ace Chemicals bucket, or whatever you want to call it. I don't know the specific word, but he's just out. The newspapers say he committed suicide, so did they take his body out of there and he just escaped? Or did they just leave him in there and he escaped? And I also really liked Bob's death, because it really fits the Joker. He just kills him. He was his number one guy. He helped him through everything. He didn't even have to ask. Batman picks up Jack, and Bob immediately has a plan and puts a gun to Commissioner Gordon's head. He was basically his best friend. But as soon as Jack turned into Joker, his days were numbered. And his death was amazing. It wasn't impactful. He just killed him. It's something Joker would do. He just killed him. It's never mentioned again. It fits perfectly. I also really liked all the weapons that they put in the movie that Joker actually uses in the comics. They had the Joy Buzzer, they had the Bang Gun, they had the Acid Flower, they even had the big long gun that he uses sometimes. And that's not as iconic as the other three things I just said. It was pretty cool. Jack Nicholson's performance was really good, and he's basically the perfect Joker. Just like Michael Keaton is probably the perfect Batman in these movies. But I did not like how Joker was just attached to Vicky Vale. It mostly just seems, like it was just him messing with her, and he was probably gonna eventually kill her. But at the same time, they were clearly going for a romance angle, which just does not work for Joker. I also didn't care for Commissioner Gordon. He did not really do anything in this movie. I did like Harvey Dent. He's listed as Two-Face, but he doesn't become Two-Face in Batman Forever. He gets replaced by Tommy Lee Jones, which is an amazing actor, but he did not do good in Batman Forever because of the dumbass script and the new director. I think it was Joe Schumacher. Anyways, I thought Eckhart was pretty cool. Eckhart, not, Aaron Eckhart, Two-Face, but Eckhart in the movie, he doesn't have a huge role. But he kind of reminded me of Harvey Bullock. A bit of a corrupt cop, not that bad of a guy, but not that good of a guy either. So if he didn't get killed, it would have been cool for him to be Harvey Bullock. I also thought Alexander Knox was a pretty cool character, but he didn't do much, so I see why he didn't, return for the sequel. Though I don't see why Vicky Vale didn't return, because it's hinted that she knows he's Batman. And it seems like, she could have been a bigger character. But of course, Catwoman returns for the sequel, so what's the point in Vicky Vale? We can't have drama. And What else we got? This is a bit of a nitpick. It's not, just a huge thing. Because the thing about him, escaping the Ace Chemicals bucket, that's actually, a good reason to be confused. But I did not like how he immediately had the Joker outfit. Because when he goes to a doctor to try and fix his face, and he gives him the mirror, I like that scene. But you can clearly tell in that scene he's already wearing the purple outfit. Like, so you're telling me he escaped there, went straight to there apparently, and he's already wearing that suit? I don't know, it's just a bit weird. But it did lead to him killing Grimson in that suit, so I guess that's cool. It was a really good movie, though. Lots of iconic lines, lots of iconic scenes. Though I will say I didn't like how Keaton basically killed somebody in this movie. There's this one dude he's fighting. He slams his head into a bell, and I assumed it was just to, knock him out. No, he lets him drop like 50 stories. Okay, Keaton. That's not very Batman of you. But still, out of all the Batmans I've seen, he's probably, the most accurate. Dark, brooding. He knows what he's doing. Though, it's Tim Burton, so he has to at least kill one person per movie. Though, let's not forget that everybody's favorite Batman, Christopher Nolan, killed Two-Face. Anyway, what else is there? I thought it was weird that they didn't really explain the Smilex thing. I think they explained what product it was, and they got it off the shelves, but what would have happened to, the people that already bought it? Because if 13 people already died and he had, clearly just put them on the shelf recently, someone probably already has products and they're probably dead by now. Oh, there's actually one line that I thought was stupid, and it came from Alexander Knox. I liked him through most of the movie, but this one just didn't make sense. So, Joker decides he's going to give out $20 million for free. And you know what the first thing he says is? Gotham's greed. You're telling me if someone just gives out $20 million, you're not going to try and get the money? At least some of it? Especially in a city like Gotham? Okay, Mr. Humble Knox. That line was just really stupid. It's not greed. Not at all. I'm sure if he wasn't a reporter, he probably would have been grabbing that money too. But yeah, this was a really good movie. Like I said, a lot of iconic lines. Though there's actually one more criticism, but it's not a major one. I just didn't like how long it took to get to the movie. It takes like 5 minutes to get to the movie. They have like a soundtrack playing, and they just show pictures of stuff, and it goes on for like 5 minutes. I remember that when I first watched it on DVD a few years ago. Probably more than a few years. But since I watched this on a streaming app this time, I just skipped through it. It's just too long, man. So when Batman Returns didn't do it, I was happy.